Now we take a look ahead at a new feature called the Lakes Food Calendar, where restaurants, pubs and cafes from the lakes produce meals using seasonal produce. Nick Martin is the executive chef of the Old England Hotel in Bowness and its restaurant number 23 Church Street. And here he produces his choice for February.
What I'm doing here today, I'm going to do two classic dishes, ideal for February this time of year. A beautiful outdoor reared pork dish with a porterhouse steak, which is absolutely fantastic. We're also going to use some hand-dived seared scallops. Very delicate, lovely tasting, but beautiful as a starter and very, very easy to do. What we're going to be using today, here we've got the lovely scallops, some nice courgettes, some homemade pesto, some roasted polenta, goes really well with the scallops. Okay, round to this side here. The pork porterhouse dish, it's just cut off the end of the loin, so it's almost like a T-bone. Okay, lovely big cheek cut. Some lovely Scottish little dish of black pudding. And once again, just some spring greens. And we'll finish it all off, just a little bit of creamed mash. Apple and vanilla sauce, fresh apples, Bramley apples is perfect. Courgettes with tomato. Natural reduction sauce. And just a little bit of what we call beurre blanc, which is white wine, shallots and cream. Finished off with butter. Oil to start it off with. And the seasoning. Ready to go straight onto the char griller. Okay? You always need your tongs because it is hot. These things burn at about 600 degrees. And what we need to do first, straight off, get them right on, and that's it then. Probably take about 8 or 9 minutes each side. So we start off there. Lovely hand-dived scallops, nice and fresh. Okay, straight away, season them at the last minute. If we season them too early, what'll happen is they'll start to draw all the water out. And of course, then what'll happen, rather than searing in the pan, they'll boil and they'll just spit everywhere. So you have to be really, really careful. Now what I'm going to do this time, rather than like when I oiled the pork, we oil the pan for this one, okay? We don't need too much, and it's just a layer, because as you see there, you don't need a bit. Because when we come to popping them in, they're probably going to take about a minute to cook. But you can hear it straight off. If you can hear it, you know it's frying. If you can't, you know it's boiling. And what we'll do, while they're waiting in there, sit the courgettes in. Courgettes are very porous, they're going to suck up any flavour that comes out the scallops. And with them being very neutral, it should go very, very well. In the meantime, while we're doing that, we'll have a check out of this pork. I think it's working there, isn't it? So what I'll do there, give it a look there. We've got in our bars, going for the flavour, for the texture. We turn it back over so we know it's going to cook out perfectly. What we've got there going in the pan with the scallops, so what we do is to help it along and basically enriching it a little bit, we chop a couple of little knobs of butter in. So of course the heat increases, it's unsalted butter so it's not going to burn, it's going to give it a lovely golden glow. I'm going to turn these scallops and the courgettes now because they're virtually ready. They've had about 2 minutes in the pan, that's all it takes. We'll turn them over, finish them off on the other side. Now what I'll do here, because I've got my colour, I don't really want to cook them anymore, so what I'll do, I'll turn them over, pull them off on the side, we'll let the residual heat finish them off. That means they're not going to overcook, they're going to be still nice and juicy on the inside, and they're not going to be tough and leathery. You know, you've got to treat them with a bit of respect, that'll be fine for them, that's perfect. Okay, while we're doing that there, so we have another look at the pork, turn it over, I've got it exactly the way I want it. Another a few minutes, that'll be perfect, ready to go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start off, I've got some lovely spring greens to drop in, just these, just to a little bit of boiling water. The beauty of these is, they look nice and green now, but once you've been in the water, the natural chlorophyll comes out, so the real verdant really stands out. You'll see that in a minute. It's just normal boiling water. Drop them in, just give them a minute or two. As we can see in here now, that's the scallops finished. Lovely golden brown, glazed with the butter, same with the courgettes. The courgettes have soaked up any juices. We haven't lost anything in the pan, it's all still there. And all we do, give them a good shake. That's them ready to rock. Right into there. Tiny little bit of unsalted butter, salt and pepper, and that's then perfect. What we've got here is the lovely black pudding. Just going to break it down, just as nice and crumbly. That's all it's in there, it's just black pudding, there's nothing else there. Sit them inside here like this, just in the ring, just to get it nice and consistent in the centre of the plate. And I'll press that down, get it nice and flat, just to sit it in, just like this. Okay, when we take it off, hopefully, a nice little neat circle to set it all on the go. Now for these lovely plump seared scallops, sit them in like that. Sits up, gives the dish a little bit of the beurre blanc sauce, just a little bit, the sides. Don't need too much, it's quite a rich sauce. And then of course, the nice pesto. And all we're going to do there is a tiny little bit. So let's see just so it sits. That's it. That's all set, ready to go. Scallops and black pudding with courgettes, pesto and a beurre blanc. Now then, when it comes to the pork, quite a simple dish, but we just want to make it look good. So I've taken our lovely mash and put it into a piping bag. Okay? This is where piping skills come into it. Because what I want to do is get them here. Nice and pipe. Goes right down the plate, and hopefully with a bit of luck, we end up with it nice like that. It actually looks better than just plonking it on the plate. Into the ring. It's a classic combination. They go really well with the pork. They're always in season this time of year. I should take it off. Nice little neat circle. And already the dish is taking some structure. Come along here now, got our pork and the lovely dressed greens. Plonk them in. And there. That's what I was on about before, the lovely pork. The marks are there, we can smell it smells sweet and beautiful. It's going to taste just as good as well. So just in like that. Tiny little bit of apple sauce. Sit it in. And of course then, its own natural reduction. And we're literally just going to finish it off. Not too much. We can always add more if we want. But this just literally finishes the dish off. And there we have it. Lovely scallops with courgettes, black pudding and polenta, the beurre blanc and the pesto. Fantastic free-range outdoor reared pork, char grilled, creamed mash, courgette with tomato, greens, apple and vanilla puree and its natural reduction. That's as simple as it is.